tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
I mean, I think we should go into the Star Brim case as well.
Yes, let's get right into that.
So, early this week, about 13 members from the 5'9" Brims Blood Gang out here in New York, they got swept up in the federal indictment. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And one of the members, Star Brim, who's Cardi B's best friend, who's heavily pregnant right now, she got swept up as well, and she has to turn herself in after she gives birth. And that's sad. Like,
yeah, she's the highest ranking.
They're saying she's the highest ranking female in that gang,
in that particular gang.
Yeah.
And that says a lot.
Yeah, but yo, it's you would think, because she started working with Taxstone after Taxstone went to jail, and Taxstone like put her on, like he was her first, because she did a podcast. She started a podcast. He was her first podcast interview. He was like, giving her the game, and I'm thinking like you will learn from that.
Yeah, but the sensationalized aspect of being protected by a mob, when you're young, and so the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So I'm very concerned about Cardi B now.
Yeah, because so that RICO stuff is tricky because they did that as a cheat code for the mob.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
Former Mayor Giuliani famously used that, and I think prior to that, like really, and then he got all of the.
Well, if you watch The Untouchables,
yes,
you know what I'm saying,
yes.
with Al Capone.
I think that was the first time they
that's
used it.
That's how they came up with the RICO case.
Yeah, I think that was the first time they used it. So the thing with Cardi B is like with a RICO case, if you are aligned with that particular group, organization, gang, whatever it is, they can take all of you guys down for the same crime. So Cardi B is on record. She's on video.
Yes.
Talking blood stuff. She wore blue. She called it flu. Like, you get what I'm saying? And
yes.
Then she's definitely been involved with Star Brim. She's posting pictures.
Absolutely.
Best friend.
Absolutely.
So I don't know how far the feds are willing to take that.
Well,
you get what I'm saying?
The feds have been watching this particular clique and set since 2012.
Yeah.
According to the reports. And that's why the feds don't lose a lot of cases. Mm-hmm. It's because when they go, yo, look, 2012, we got you on this, that. And then it's always a snitch. It's always somebody being paid by the feds. If everybody kept their mouth shut, nobody's going to jail. Or one person to go to jail on some Bobby Smurder shit, shut your mouth, boom. But there's always somebody who's like, nah, I can't do those numbers.
Yeah.
And that's how they seal and solidify their cases. And so, Cardi B has to know a lot more than we assume she knows. If this is your best friend and you moving, the Blood's been taking some losses.
Everywhere, all New York, especially, but no, the Blood's definitely for sure.
Blood's been taking
especially
losses,
in New York, yeah.
Sure. In New York lately. So somebody gonna snitch, and we gotta see. But then they have to wonder: is Cardi B an asset to them? Where she is,
right? That's what I'm saying. Like, how far are you willing to take?
And
that?
then
like,
you got to start looking at Cardi B sideways. Not to speculate, but
if she doesn't, it's a really that's tricky.
This shit gets tricky.
Yeah,
like everybody go down and you didn't. You know what I mean? Because if me and you A1 from day one, and you mobbed out, I'm mobbed out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or I know shit, and just accessory to crimes. So it gets very, very sticky. But now that I think I heard Red Pill or Blue Pill say there's no more hip hop police. This is the feds now, and they're moving on these gangs under the guise of hip hop music, and they're taking down movements. So and if you're selling drugs today, like something is wrong with you. Like I mean,
yeah,
crime don't pay.
Gregory Lee, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it. Sometimes nowadays people will kill people for recognition because clout is the new wealth for people, if not killing, because it's true. It's true. That clout thing is something else too. And this was, to me, a very sloppy job because there's cameras all out in Hollywood.
Hollywood Hills.
Hollywood Hills. So this is a very sloppy job. That's why I didn't go to anything major. I didn't think it was any kind of sacrifice. Some people saying 50 might have had something to do with this. And, the internet will get real crazy, and you really have to sift through that. That's why sometimes it's best not to even go to the internet for the first 3 or 4 days. So you can gather your own thoughts because you go to the internet and you'll be all over the place.
In a story like this, like the details come out quick. After,
right,
something like this.
Absolutely. So I'm hoping she gives birth to her baby. She has to turn herself in, and that's gonna be psychological. Yeah. Because your baby, you just
that's how they gonna play. Like, yo, your baby.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to get home to your baby.
You want to get home to your baby, right? And then it becomes a slippery slope. She's the highest ranking female, and females, I mean, they're not used to that kind of pressure.
Nah, she's
on that level. I know
just got out.
What do you mean?
She did times like she just got out.
Okay,
like,
so she made it a little bit more, more seasoned, because you start telling them.
Yeah, she did time like recently.
Okay, all right. So I'm wishing them well, man. You young people got to get it together though, and you got to turn this negative shit into really something positive. But it's a really overflow of young people with no direction and nothing to do. So they mobbing up.
But when it comes to music now, right? Before you needed a record label, now you don't. You just need to create a movement and something surrounding that movement. Tekashi 6ix9ine showed you what having a gang affiliation or just something, a machine behind you that's not corporate machine, but the street machine behind you,
absolutely
pushing your music. So that's, I think, the template a lot of people are going with.
No, it is the template, but that template needs to be sought through because you're only as strong as your weakest link.
Right.
And if you're a gang affiliate, sometimes they get a couple of underlinks, and those be the eyes and ears inside. Look, they've been doing this shit since COINTELPRO.
Right.
This is nothing new.
Right.
And if you selling drugs in this day and time and you think you insulated because you got a A1 team, you need to think again.
Right.
They've been operating and filming people since the 50s, 60s, and they got flies now, little fucking insect. I'm telling you, I saw it.
Here you go.
They got insects that are like fucking drones that can get information. Dude, their level of intel is through the roof. So if you think you're going to be on the corner or moving keys or doing this or sex trafficking and there'll be no knowledge. See, the feds, remember, the feds play chess. They don't play checkers.
Yeah.
They'll let you kill somebody and look the other way because they're not after that. They're after when they bring down the case, they want to say, we got you for 9 murders. We got this, we got that. So
and people don't understand, like, your text messages, your Instagram messages,
all of that
is
it never leaves. It's a damn fingerprint.
It's
there. Unless niggas is moving with telepathy.
Your actual fingerprint is there if you have an iPhone. If you use it, it's there. Like, that's on that. Feds can use that.
It's all there. So knowing that that's how they move now, I appreciate Empress 844 or B444 for the Cash App. Appreciate you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's all there. So, and there are no secrets. That's why I don't worry about getting on here. I'm not going to say too much.
Right.
But you say what you say because there are no secrets in this day and time. We're in the age of information, and it's all available. And do not think that your government does not know who's moving what gangs are moving there. And that's why they're 98% goddamn conviction rate or whatever it is because their case is usually airtight.
Yeah, super tight.
Super tight.
You are